Today we're gonna exercise some fire sprinkler valves. That's right, let me pick you up here and I'll show you right where I'm at this undisclosed location. But I've already shut off a couple of valves. Of course that truck's in my way now. I've done two over there, and we're just basically exercising. Means we're opening and closing, but you got to be careful around here because there is trucks that move around real fast. So all the way down this building, you can't see it with the sun, but we're going to exercise all these valves, both sides of these buildings. So I'm going to put you in time-lapse mode. Maybe I'll do some music, talk over it, but I don't know how interesting it is. It's a lot of valves, so I might as well make a time-lapse video. All right, let's get to work, shall we? You too, you got to work. It's a lot of work turning these valves. Those valves haven't been turned since last year, and they're tight. All right, OS and Y, outside, stem, and yoke. Let me clarify that for all you out there. OS and Y is that ship handle control valve on the fire sprinkler system. So that's a OS and Y valve, outside, stem, and yoke. Live it, learn it, love it. No shoes, no shirt, no dice. Quiet.
Well, howdy ho, good neighbor. Yes, 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 we are going to turn a lot of valves today. And we're going to start this video with me in time lapse, dancing around and spinning around. And after I do my little dance, we move on to the next valve. So basically what we're doing today is unchaining these and checking them, make sure they all have breakaway locks. And after we turn the valve, we're checking it and make sure that we have a signal. So after I turn a valve, I go and turn the valve back on. So you get a good workout with this. Believe it or not, those valves are hard to turn. So after you do that, you lock it up and move to another one. So basically what I'm doing is shutting each valve and making sure that the valve works and gets a signal to the alarm panel. So you can see it's a lot of back breaking work, but if you spin these valves once a year, well, they're not too hard to spin. So I was here last year and boy did I have a hard time spinning them, but this year it was pretty easy. I left my pipe wrench, so I had to go get my pipe wrench, and that's why I had to walk way over here. So always bring your tools with you. So I opened that one back up and I opened that one back up and I locked them up. Time to move to the next one. So this one has 3 valves. You can see I unlocked all 3 valves, and this one was a little high, so I was able to use the stairs to close that valve and then use my bucket to close these 2 valves. So open and closing all the valves, and believe it or not, there's 22 risers. So you have that many valves and then some, because you got all the PIV valves, the post indicator valves. So I had already done all my wet work a few days before by opening up all the drains and inspector's test valve and getting all my signals. And today I'm just exercising all the, there's a post indicator valve, that's right. Open and close. So on to the hot side of the building, and boy was it a little warm today. But you can see these OS and Ys are pretty high up there, so that you got to stand on that bucket to open and close these valves. So I tell you what, after this little part of the video, I put you in regular regular speed so you don't have to keep listening to me ramble on here. But yep, there you go. I think we're gonna finish this video and then put you into regular speed here right after this little train valve. You can see I was tucked right next to the train. I was hoping that the locomotive wouldn't show up, but look at this trip. I had to go all the way. As soon as you close those valves, you got to get in your truck and go all the way around the building. So it would make sense to have two people here, but I don't know, maybe it wouldn't. So I got a good camera angle there with the driving around in the truck. So now I gotta just open these back up and lock them back up, and then we'll call it done, just for fun.
Well, howdy ho, good neighbor. That's right. You want to exercise some valves? That's right. We got to exercise those OS and Y valves. So I thought I would strap you onto my little helmet clip right here and give you first-hand look at it. So let me clip you in and try not to make this video too long, but it'll be long enough with a first-hand view. Let's clip you in.
Well, you thought you were done listening to me, but not just quite yet. I had to finish this valve, and right about here I have to explain I have a little video glitch, a glitch in the matrix. That's right. So I could not delete this whole video. I was trying to get some good camera angles, but I think that the camera was too far away. I don't know what happened, but so a glitch in the system. So pardon the technical difficulties, but that's all I gotta say. Well, I want to thank you again for watching this voiceover part. Now just go ahead and watch the rest if you like. It's a long one, I know, sorry.
Well, howdy ho, good neighbor. I thought I'd take you out of time-lapse mode and put you in that little clip right there so you could see what I'm doing. I'm exercising these valves. That's right, I'm opening and closing them. The other day I've already ran water through the flow switch, so I got all my alarms. I opened up all my main drains, so I got my main drain test done. Now I just need to exercise those valves and get any gunk out of the valve stem and get any signals. That's why I'm going back and forth to the alarm panel. I'm doing two at a time. You don't want to do them all at the same time because you don't know which one will have trouble if you do it that way. So let's put you in this little clip and let me show you where we're working so you get an idea. Right here. Right here. This is where these guys like to spray paint the cars and have their artwork go out through the United States. But alright, let's exercise these valves. Basically, turn them on and off. Is this going to be too dark? Or should I do the one in the sun? Huh. Could be too dark. Well, let's just see how it does in the dark. You know what? I'm going to do this one in time-lapse mode, and then we'll do the next one in the sun. And then I can complain about the heat. Alright, time-lapse mode. Let's go back. Okay, I got you clipped in. This camera is going to go into my pouch, into my pocket, so hopefully I won't lose connection. Let's get this bucket / ladder, and hopefully it won't be too windy out here. Down there where I was working, it was too shady, and here, well, oh, look at this. You see the problem here? No breakaway lock. So this is why we're doing these inspections. So I do have a breakaway lock that I will add to that. But anyway, let's get this unlocked and see what we can do here. What we're doing basically is we're opening and closing these valves. So every year we got to open and close them, no matter if we use them or not. So let me take out my wrench. Sometimes I need that as a ladder, sometimes I don't. But what I always like to do is put on my sissy mitts. That's right. You can call me a sissy, but they are my mitts, sissy mitts. Okay, so what I like to do is start on the one that's furthest away. It's already all open. We'll check for that, make sure it's open. Now we close it. Oh, you know what I do too? Look at where it's open. Every year I put a new little paint pen mark. See that little mark right there? Bam. Bam. So I know right where to put it back. Bam. Bam. So when we put this valve back, we know right where to put it back. Okay, let's close it. This one spins pretty good. 1, 2, it's about 12 turns. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, 12 turns. And then I take my wrench and I give it a good snug and make sure it gets really close. So we're making sure this valve opens and closes. And then we're going to go make sure we get a signal over at the alarm panel. So with this one, I'll get on my little ladder here and close it. 12 turns. 1, see that paint? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's it. Okay, now we're gonna go see if our alarm panel is beeping. All right, let's cut back in. I gotta drive around. You don't need to see all that. Well, I might as well record my long journey back to the fire alarm control panel. So, and I'm kind of curious what this helmet cam looks like in the car. But anyway, you can see this is not a job to be walking. It's almost a two-man job, but it's hard to leave two men, you know, one guy just standing around at the alarm panel. Yeah, it's almost an in-between job. Like, you need a man that doesn't cost very much standing around at the alarm panel, but you know everything costs a lot today. So what we're looking for right now is we're going to the alarm panel and we just want to hear beeping, and we look and make sure that there's 2 valves that were turned. So usually I hear the beeping right now. You hear it? I hear it. Now I just acknowledge it. I said acknowledge. And now we just go open them up. I'm not going to bore you with the ride. Long ride, isn't it? Okay, we're back. So now all we need to do is open these valves back up and lock them. Oh, I need to get a new lock. Remember I said that they don't have a breakaway lock? Well, hey, what's going on in here? You can't get out of here. Look at this organization. This is organization in here at its best. And there's one breakaway lock right there. Da 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 da. Okay. Throw it in the trash can. Let's go open these valves, shall we? Breakaway lock. That's so the fire department can just hit it and it breaks right off. You see the little grooves in it? That's breakaway. Okay, let's open these valves. We're almost done. Let's quit messing around. Open says me. You know that word, right? Open says me. Hope you can still says that. Says that? Hope you can still says that. Say that. Okay, let's open this valve. You see the arrow? Open. 12 turns. There's 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to count. Breakaway lock by Master. Can you even have that name anymore? Master? Master lock? That sounds a little problematic to me. Problematic. That's problematic to the BIPOC community. To black and brown and indigenous people. Master lock. Okay, we're opening. Follow the arrow. 12 turns. Well, 12 and a half on this one. 1, 2. Right back where we got it. You see that paint mark? Yep, right there. Okay, get our new breakaway lock. And of course the keys to this breakaway lock are in my truck. Damn it, Jim. This is why you always carry your keys with you. Even though you don't think you're going to need your keys, you're going to need your keys at some point. Damn it, Jim. Look at my messy truck. Okay. Breakaway lock key. Look at all these keys. That's how important I am. As I have... Look at that. Now I can open this up. Keep those keys. I'll put these keys in the spare head box. Pick up my glove. Quit messing around. This video's been long enough. You know it has. All we got to do is lock this and we're done. Breakaway lock. Shiny and new. Look at that. Now if you ever wanted to break this, you see it breaks right there. Alright, let's get our ladder. Our 2-foot ladder. And our ladder turns into a 5-gallon bucket. How about that? A ladder combination bucket. Well, let me put these keys right there and take this camera out of its little pouch and put you back in there. How about that? Watch how easy this is. You ready? I'm going to unclip you there. Try not to drop you. Look at me close up. Oh my goodness. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Are you going? I don't know. We'll find out. Well, let me get in the sun and bid you adieu. There's that clip that goes on a hat. You see that? All right. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these valve exercising adventures. That's right. They got to be turned once a year with your annual inspection. Make sure they got a control valve sign. Make sure they're locked. Make sure they spin real good. But before I leave, let's just walk you right over here. I know the wind is not good, but when is the last time have you seen a house phone? Some people know this is a phone booth. That's right, I made a video about this a long time ago, but you probably didn't see it, so I'll walk you over here, and that's where I'll bid you adieu. From inside the booth. No wind inside there. I wonder if there's a door like there used to be. There used to be a door where you can get really, really private with your conversation and yourself and your smells. Doesn't look like there's a door on this one, but I could still bid you adieu from a booth. How about that? Look at it, put you right there. Will you stay or will you go? You will stay? All right. Well, as always, whoa, there's wasp in here. Fuck's sakes, there's a whole hornet's nest in here. What the hell are you doing? As always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these phone booth adventures. Watch this. I'm going to show you this hornet's nest close up. I'm risking my life. Look at that. Oh my God. I might just take another video of that. All right, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these little adventures. I spooked them. I spooked myself. All right, it's not worth another video. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. I don't want to know if I'm allergic to bees or not. Those look like yellow jackets. They're worse than bees. Okay, 2 more valves, but we're done. Thank you again for coming along with me on these valve exercising adventures. Boy, do I get some exercise out of those valves. Bye-bye, everybody.